My name is Jacob Kurtenbach with themanservices.com, and I am going to talk about who I am, my story, how I got into construction, and why I do what I do. So, getting into construction, I was 17, I got kicked out of my house, wasn't coming home enough. They were like, hey, since you're not here, why should you live here? So, got the boot. Jumped in my truck, loaded all my stereo equipment up in there, and I was like, sweet, I'm out of here. And then like 2 days later, my truck broke down. I was like, shit, what do I do? Called a tow truck. I was like, tow me to Danville Bike. So at my local bike shop, I rode mountain bikes and worked at the bike shop since I was like 10 years old. And so Joe let me live in the parking lot and run power to my K5 Blazer while I lived in it. I printed up, resumes, and I was trying to find work. And I was always hanging out in Danville Bike. And this guy always came in. He was always dirty. He had all these stories to tell. And I was like, hey man, you look like you could use some help. He's like, what do you think, Joe? Should I give him a job? Joe's like, get him out of my store. So there my construction business started. We were like, in the construction industry. And the first job I ever had, Michael took me to this like $5 million house, and I was replacing like railroad ties. And he gave me some tools and was like, you know what you're doing? I said, yes. He's like, all right, don't cut your arm off. And like took off, like first day on the job. I'm like 17 years old, and here we are. Now I'm 33, and I've been doing it since then. So about 17 years. And then after 2 years of being in the construction industry, Michael gave me his business, all of his clients, because his friend gave him a painting business. So I was cut loose on my own, and I'm 19 at the time. And I'm working in like this Black Hawk museum and giving bids to these people, and like there's 100 cars in this museum, and each car is worth well over $1 million. And I'm like 19 years old trying to get bids that are like $10,000, and I'm like, this is so much money, Michael, like how could I tell him it's gonna be $10,000? And he's like, you're just gonna have to figure it out, son. So I just figured it out, and I shot myself in the foot a whole bunch, and just kept at it. And the projects like kept getting bigger and bigger, and now like $50,000-$60,000 projects are just like small projects. They just are real easy for me to handle and navigate. It's just another walk in the park. That being said, I do smaller projects too, $5,000, $10,000. When we're not like super slammed, we can do those. Bathroom remodel, or like a really big punch list. If you got like a 20-item punch list, we can just roll in, bang it out. You guys will be like, oh my goodness, how'd you do that? And I'll be like, it's the feathers. So, the key to my success is different feathers, great attitude, having lots of fun on the job, and I love doing what I do. Why do I do what I do? I do what I do because I love seeing changes in people's lives. It's like an energetic thing. I bring my love and my full presence into your home, and I work with you to find out what's wrong, what's not working for you, and how can we bring more function and design into your home. This will help bring more joy to your life, and this will bring more joy to all of those in your life. So there's so many contractors out there, and why choose me? I would say because I care. If you don't care, then don't call me, because I won't care. So if you care, I will care more, and I will make sure you get what you're looking for in your home. And when I leave, you'll be like ecstatic about all the things that have like changed, and all the beautiful like art that is either hanging on the walls or built into your fireplace. I love doing artistic things in your home, because I am an artist, and I embrace my artistic side. My medicine name is Artistic Tiger. I got it in a Sweat Lodge, and that's hence my tiger that I brought out to share with you. I have a tiger tattoo on my belly that I love, and the Artistic Tiger just like prowls around and brings joy everywhere that I go. I truly believe that, we are, our business, and we are living, breathing, like beautiful beings, and it's wonderful to like show that off. And as little time as y'all know me, some more than others, you can tell that I just am so in love with myself and what I do. And if I wasn't, then I would be doing something else that I love. And I believe that each one of you should do what you love. Like, I live from a place of joy, and I really have so much fun in my life. And we all have like troubles, and we all have waves in our life, whether they're good or bad. It's all an experience. And if you can just like live in the moment and like really embrace like every experience, not for good or bad, however it's an experience, life just gets easier and easier to be able to walk through it, to experience it. Doesn't matter if you break your leg or you run into a car, get in an accident, or the kids are going crazy. So I'm so excited, like every single day, like I wake up and I have so much fun walking through life. I really just am excited every time somebody goes on my website and like fills out my form, no matter what it is. I'm just like excited to go to this person's house and like find out how I can help them. Like sometimes I'll go to somebody's house and they'll want to do all this work, and I'll be like, here's my counselor's number. You need to like go see my counselor and like find out what's going on in your life, because obviously you shouldn't be spending money right now because you're in a very vulnerable spot and you're hurt, and I can see that. And like real talk, you need to go take care of yourself and find out what's going on before you drop a whole bunch of money with me, because I'm not here to take advantage of anybody. And if I don't feel like you're right in yourself, then I'm not going to take your money. And so that's a really big part of who I am, and making sure that I take care of anybody that I come into your home. Like your emotions, your life, your family, like I take all that into consideration. I'm the contractor that comes into your home and you're like, hey, can you watch the kids and like take the dog for a walk? And I'm like, it's not really in the contract, but like, yeah, all right, I'll hang out for a little while. Like, why don't we just like do it all? We'll take the kids and the dog, we'll go to the park, like whatever. So that's more about me and who I am. So if you guys have any like questions further on that, like we're here to answer anything.
What's your favorite type of project to do in a home, or like favorite room? I don't know.
I love doing the fireplaces. Fireplaces are my favorite. And when I say fireplace, it's like the entire wall. Like the favorite fireplace I've done, it was 14 feet by 18 feet tall with like stone and glass in the stone, fire, woodwork, TV, entertainment, color changing lights that go with the beat of the music, and like bringing all that together is so beautiful, because this is like the center point of your home. Like when people come over, they just like really all gather around the fireplace, and it's very warm. It's like the heart of the home. So that's my favorite place.
Cool.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with a contractor like yourself and you don't know anything about them, what do you look for to protect yourself, and what kind of things wouldn't you want to do? Like maybe put a bunch of money down on a job and the guy takes off. You hear all these bad stories. How do you do it the right way so they don't run off with your money?
I just give them a little bit of money, and then I set milestones and markers to make sure that they complete those tasks before I give them more money. And if I feel like uneasy about this person, I'm really good at feeling people, but it's uneasy about the person, then I'll ask them a whole bunch of questions, like regarding how they're gonna do the project, and see if they line up with how it's actually gonna work. And then I'll like set up like timelines and like penalties, and like really like put them under the gun to make sure that like they're gonna do what they're due. And if, I haven't had to do this, but if I really didn't trust somebody, like obviously I'm not gonna bring them into the home, but like I would just like be like, let me have your ID, and like, let's go to your house, and then I know for sure they're not gonna like run off with my money. So I've never had anything like that happen. I just ask a whole bunch of questions leading up into that, and don't give them all money.
Okay.